This is a Rhogenesis Source Reading. Public domain ancient and sacred texts read chapter by chapter as source material for later motif mapping and interpretation. Today's reading is from Beowulf, Modern English, Francis B. Gummere, 1910. Now Beowulf bode in the burg of the Scyldings, leader beloved, and long he ruled, in fame with all folk, since his father had gone away from the world, till awoke an heir, haughty Hilfdene, who held through life, sage and sturdy, the Scyldings glad. Then, one after one, there woke to him, to the chieftain of clansmen, children four, Hrothgar, then Hrothgar, then Halga brave. And I heard that was Squeen, the Heathoscylfing's helpmate dear. To Hrothgar was given such glory of war, such honor of combat, that all his kin obeyed him gladly, till great grew his band of youthful comrades. It came in his mind to bid his henchmen a hall uprear, a master mead house, mightier far than ever was seen by the sons of earth. And within it then, to old and young, he would all allot that the Lord had sent him, save only the land and the lives of his men. Wide, I heard, was the work commanded, for many a tribe this mid-earth round, to fashion the folkstead. It fell, as he ordered, in rapid achievement, that ready it stood there. Of halls the noblest, Heorot he named it, whose message had might in many a land. Not reckless of promise, the rings he dealt, treasure at banquet, there towered the hall, high, gabled wide, the hot surge waiting, of furious flame. Nor far was that day, when father and son-in-law stood in feud, for warfare and hatred that woke again, with envy and anger and evil spirit, endured the dole in his dark abode, that he heard each day the din of revel. High in the hall, their harps rang out, clear song of the singer, he sang who knew tales of the early time of man, how the Almighty made the earth, fairest fields enfolded by water, set, triumphant, sun and moon, for a light to lighten the land dwellers, and braided bright the breast of earth, with limbs and leaves made life for all, of mortal beings that breathe and move. So lived the clansmen in cheer and revel, a winsome life, till one began to fashion evils, that field of hell. Grendel, this monster grim, was called, March Reaver mighty, in moorland living, in fen and fastness, fief of the giants, the hapless wight a while had kept, since the Creator his exile doomed. On kin of Cain was the killing avenged, by sovereign God for slaughtered Abel. Al fared his feud, and far was he driven, for the slaughter's sake, from sight of men. Of Cain awoke all that woeful breed, Etins and elves and evil spirits, as well as the giants that warred with God. Weary while, but their wage was paid them. This reading now enters the Rhogenesis Source Archive. Later, we will return to it to trace its motifs, symbols, and recurring questions across other traditions. For now, the source has spoken. The source returns first. Meaning follows. Thank you for listening. If something in this reading stayed with you, a motif, a symbol, or a question, feel free to share it in the comments. And if this reading resonated, leaving a like helps signal what is worth continuing to explore. If you're interested in public domain ancient and sacred texts, you can subscribe to follow future readings, released chapter by chapter.